Today we're reacting to once again another CNBC video of a woman who has achieved financial independence in her 30s. So shall we, Katherine?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Let's react.
For me, being someone who's in the FIRE community is about freedom. I love what I do. I still don't want to do it for the next 30 years of my life. 65 seems like a really weird, arbitrary time to retire, so why don't I just change that number to 40 or 35?
Oh, show off. Okay.
Hi, I'm Amberly. I'm 34 years old. And
but her husband still works.
But her husband still works 4 jobs.
I'm sorry, how mean. Wow, this is a dream.
I've really only made between $13,000 and $20,000 a year up until 5 years ago. And when I got my first job with
just out of curiosity, is she Canadian or American?
I realized I can save so much money. So I continued to keep my expenses really small. I only spent $1,300 a month back then. So I had a lot of leftover money. And to me, that was like the first time I could really pursue FI.
FI? Oh.
It's going faster. Okay, well, she got a great job. That helps.
Oh, jeez. She's making $39,000 a year. She's clearing $39,000 a year.
I recently had a child 7 weeks
rental?
ago, and that has changed things short term. Now I spend about $3,400 a month when it comes to personal expenses. I support my partner while we're working through a visa. He can't work, and it's been a year. And so that's all dependent on me to provide for my family. I have been able to spend and get whatever we need for our child without feeling extremely stressed. We're still saving almost 70% of our income.
In Vancouver?
We have so
it's one of the most expensive cities in the world.
Even with these crazy extra expenses from our child.
What have I missed?
My
What's
current
happened?
finances are 2 401k accounts that total $100.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a good thing they're
401k.
dead. Oh, sorry, that's a different video.
He's dead? What?
It's a Roth IRA. Okay, I guess she's American. She's based on the time of filming. When was this filmed? Did we say that?
A year ago.
A year ago, so 23 sometime. Okay, so not a lot of, oh, interesting. All right.
Well, these are U.S. benefits.
$19,000. A taxable brokerage account with $55,000. A Roth IRA with $37,000 in it. 2 HSAs that total of $12,000. A 529 education account for our kid, which is $9,000. And 1 company stock account, which is $6,000. Truthfully, I can be completely FIRE right now. I only need a total of $40,000 a year to cover every single expense that I have. So that's $1 million in a brokerage account or the cash flow that I currently have, which is $6,500 a month. But it turns out I don't think $40,000 is enough.
No, okay. So has she, I thought you said she's retired.
No.
No, she's not retired yet. She's planning on it.
She's made FIRE, but she hasn't retired.
Okay.
I'm going to
Is this called
continue with my
blank?
day job for the next 3 to 5 years, put another $140,000 to $200,000 away into a taxable brokerage account, and by that time, in 3 to 5 years, my entire liquid savings will be about $750,000 with cash flow from houses on the side. That will be plenty of enough money for me to feel comfortable quitting my job and walking away.
Okay, so finally, somebody with FIRE who's actually admitting to work. Yeah, I know. Okay,
this
let
is
it go.
your thing. Maybe therapy could help.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
For me, there's some
Scotland.
scarcity mindset when it comes to finances. I grew up very poor, and so a number will never satisfy that little hole in my heart that feels like I'm never gonna be secure enough when it comes to finances. I could work 10 years, and that wouldn't be because of finances, that would be because of my insecurity about money. So I always thought I'd follow a traditional path. I would go to university, get married to like my high school or university boyfriend, have some kids, get a house in Ottawa. And all of a sudden one day I decided that I was not going to apply to university. I had made a decision that I was going to become a millionaire. And so that drive to do more, be more, and have more has been a huge defining factor in my adulthood.
What? Okay, jealous.
She was in Canada. She could have gone to school for...
Nothing.
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
Okay.
So she's not. This isn't fair. She's not saddled with crippling college debt.
She did get her bachelor's degree.
Oh, she did get it. Oh, but she did get it. Okay. All right.
Focused.
Where? At what?
Ended up working at a tech company where I was a project coordinator. I was making $52,000 a year, more than double my parents what they had made.
Yeah, inflation.
One of the ways that I found that I could exponentially change my journey to FIRE, instead of wait 15 years of saving my paycheck at 50%, I could buy real estate and make money off of real estate. My partner and I decided to move in together and purchase a house, which is always a risky endeavor.
Okay, 20% on duplex and okay.
Oh.
She bought her out.
I started renting it out in May of 2019, then started doing short-term rentals shortly after. For my second property, someone approached me about purchasing it from the seller directly.
Yes.
I only had 60 at the time, and
think I've
so
been on
I
that
was in a
street.
pinch and needed to figure out where I was going to find $40,000. So I was able to take some money out of a HELOC out of my current property that I was living in to finish that down payment off, and then it took me about a year to pay back that $40,000 HELOC.
She's a little leveraged. Oh.
Which is going to be our family home,
she's
and
got,
I only put
what,
5%
$2 million
down
worth
because I
of
wasn't
real
planning on
estate?
buying a property and had been putting all my money towards my brokerage account and not my savings. So that one is a lot less than I actually would feel comfortable with, but we made it work.
You notice in Canada the credit card doesn't leave the table.
Hi everyone, welcome to Fin Talks. We are talking healthcare today. Amberley Grant Finance is actually in the negative because I run around the country going to speaking events and speaking at different places like Austin, California, Minneapolis.
Okay.
I never see myself fully retiring. Like the FI
Well, she
part
says she's
of
got the rental
FIRE
income.
is actually what I'm going for, that freedom to do whatever I want. And what that looks like.
Not fully. She's going for FI,
Yeah.
not FIRE.
Freedom from fire?
No, just FI.
To me is bike riding to the grocery store, hanging out with our new kid.
And fire. She's gonna, yeah, she's
So she wants to retire at 37.
Okay.
gonna call it blazing. I don't know. We're gonna need some different words here. So,
Having my family go on traveling, like going on vacation to other places or living abroad for a little bit. So that's something that FIRE will bring us, is that we can have the flexibility to be wherever we want. It makes us have a lot of freedom and the ability not to feel too much stress on a day-to-day basis.
So the interesting thing about this, I know she's got the properties in the States, but she's doing all this in Canada right now. So she's doing it, but it's going to be interesting. I'm curious as to
her
whose income
taxes
taxes she's paying, whose health care she's on.
Well, she's in Canada,
and
that helps.
Yeah, but everything else is U.S. Is she? But she's Canadian, so I guess she's paying Canadian income taxes, which she didn't. She completely skipped over the tax part, but she doesn't have additional expenses for healthcare, really. I don't know if they're going to stay there for the kids' college or whatever. There's a couple of things going on here. She's got a very unique situation where she's got a lot of things going on.
She's taking the benefits of both systems.
She's taking the.
She's
I'm
doing the
gonna take
benefits
a
of
good
both
part,
systems, right?
Yeah.
The real estate in the U.S., the health benefits, and the potential education benefits
in Canada.
Of Canada.
And
So you're not going to have crippling student loans, and you don't have crippling debt from having your babies.
And where they're living in Vancouver wasn't on our list of assets that she owns.
Right.
So that's got to be rental, because, I mean, unless things have completely changed in Vancouver, I mean, like a couple of years ago, a closet was supposed to go for $2 million. I mean, it was supposed to be like as expensive as Hong Kong and London. It was nuts. So how they're doing it there, there's a lot of interesting. I'm very jealous. They're in Vancouver, looking like they're having kind of the life that because once upon a time we thought we were going to retire in Vancouver, British Columbia. That's 100 years ago. And so that part's kind of cool, but I don't know. And I'm kind of, what's she doing with the videos? We don't know. That's part of her side hustle? Or?
She actually said she travels and speaks.
Right.
So, I mean, really, what I keep on talking about is people are just shifting the way that they're doing work and how they're financed, right?
Right.
They have a baseline that helps them stay somewhere, and then they live what they believe is a more creative life.
And she's talking about that income. Those properties are heavily leveraged. So when she's talking about that income, that's like before. It's got to be before the mortgage payment. So that $39,000 or whatever it was, that's not clear. That's income, but she's got expenses on that. And these people seem to forget 2008. You know, it happened.
Still, she's in a great real estate market. So Denver's a great real estate market to be in, right?
It went sideways.
But it's still, yeah.
Colorado did go sideways.
Okay.
You know,
so,
but you know, people weren't jumping off of buildings. But I don't know.
So she's a smart cookie. She's got to keep her
cookie.
eye on the prize.
Got a lot of things going on that. I don't know. We're gonna have to pay attention. I wonder if we can ever find these people 5 years from now, and you know, see what's going on. Is she driving an Uber somewhere, or does she own half a Tesla? I don't know. It'd just be kind of, you know,
half the company or half a car.
No, half the company, half of Tesla, not half a Tesla. So yeah. That would be very interesting. She's got a really good, very interesting thing going on.
So it's really funny what they're positive about versus what they're negative about. So this isn't a screed 401k plans are the worst thing in the world. It's like it's part of my portfolio.
Well,
I've learned to save in a variety of buckets to make things flexible for what I want to be able to do. Right.
Right. But she did keep talking about all the deposits lately are in taxable brokerage accounts. She specifically used that phrase because I think when they had that pie chart. 40% or so or more? What percentage of her assets were in? Large percentage of her assets were in 401k or Roth IRA. There we go.
And those aren't really liquid.
So they're not. So she's got 57. Ooh, golly, she's got like 65 to 70% of her assets based on the time of filming. In accounts that can't be taken out without penalty before 59 and a half, and she's got 20 some odd years to go.
But that's
which is why she's doing everything else in the brokerage accounts and the stock. So yeah,
well,
very
interesting case study.
Yep.
So if you like this video,
I
think we're buying you it for Christmas, right? No.
You're gonna buy me this video for Christmas? Thank you, dear. That's wonderful. Oh, how about Father's? Oh no, we missed Father's Day. All right. So please. Check out our other reaction videos here. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, whatever. Just tell people about us. And if you need to contact us directly, it's sales@hunterbenefits.com. And don't forget to keep those cards and letters coming.
Toodaloo.